Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are doing a huge Sephora haul. I am a huge clown. I spent way too much money. You know I mean business when I got the big bag at Sephora and there isn't even a hair tool in there. This is all makeup, skincare and hair care right here. I cannot wait to show you everything I bought, and of course I'm going to be trying it all today. So if you're excited for today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have every single one of these products listed and linked down below in the description box, so if you're interested in any of these, please use the links I'm leaving you down in the description box to shop for your products. And without further ado, let's get started. The first product I got, I've had on my list for a couple of months now and I've been dying to try it, and that is this right here. This is the Olaplex Clean Volume Detox Dry Shampoo. I have greasy hair at the moment. This is like day 4 or 5. I haven't applied any dry shampoo to it or anything because I've been editing for the past 2 days. So this is literally the perfect occasion to try this product, which I'll do in a minute. But first, let me show you the rest of the products I bought. I mentioned this in my Sephora recommendations video. I told you I had it in my basket, and here it is. I bought the Jumbo Pharmacy Green Clean with the free whipped greens cleanser on the side. Pharmacy sells their Jumbo Green Clean for $60, and in this kit you are getting the cleanser for free, and I absolutely love the cleanser as well, so I needed to get my hands on this one. Just take a look at how fabulous the size of this Green Clean is. I've had a jumbo one of these before and I absolutely love that they are back with the jumbo sizes because I cannot get enough of this product. I have repurchased this, I don't know, probably around 10 times by now, and this continues to be my favorite way of taking off my makeup. And then I also love the whipped greens. This has the best lather, so I'm super excited that I restocked on both of these. I got one more hairstyling product, and that is this right here. This is the Color Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. I had the travel size of it and I'm almost out of it, and now that I finally discovered how to make this product work, I absolutely love it. You basically spray it on wet hair before you blow dry it with some heat, and it takes all of the frizz away from your hair, and then you'll be frizz free for like 2 to 3 hair washes, which is incredible. And so I needed the bigger size of this because now that I know how to use it, I know that I'll probably be using it at least once a month. I'm going over all of my restocks first, but I have a lot of fun makeup that I'm trying for the very first time, which you'll see in a minute. Anyways, the next restock I got was my daily brush cleaner from Sephora collection. I am almost out of mine, and so I needed a backup of it. This is what I clean my natural hair brushes with so that it doesn't strip my brushes of moisture, and I absolutely love this. And while we're on the subject of natural brushes, the REPHR brush restock just started. Everything on the REPHR website is back in stock and everything is a minimum of 40% off. I have my link to the REPHR website down below in the description box, and then I also have my most favorite brushes listed in order of importance. Check out the REPHR brush sale. You guys know it is my favorite brand of brushes ever. I highly recommend it, and they've been out of stock for a while, so definitely check them out. Also get the new sponge. This is their first time selling the new sponge, and so they have it for only $2 for this first time, but then the price will probably increase next time they restock on it. Anyways, let's keep going. My last restock is from Tatcha. I needed a new the liquid silk canvas, and I have it now. Super excited to have this one back in my collection because I have been out of it for months now and I cannot wait to use it again. By the way, this is the length of my Sephora receipt. I am a little bit ashamed of it. Next product I got is the only eyeshadow product I got, and that is this beauty right here from Miss Pat McGrath. I already did a review on this little palette, even though I didn't have it because I do already own all of these shades, but I wanted the travel size palette anyways, and so here it is, and I'll be using it today. This is Pat's new mini palette in Sublime Smoke, and I can't wait to use it. I finally got my hands on the Valentino foundation, which I have been wanting for a couple of months now. I swatched it in the store once and I was like, wait a minute, this is amazing. And so I have been wanting it ever since. This is what it looks like here. I couldn't help myself. I got another Gucci blush. I love Gucci blushes. They never go on sale, so this is the perfect opportunity to grab one if you haven't already. I got this one in the shade Radiant Pink. I just love the packaging of these so much. And this is the inside of it. This is what Radiant Pink looks like. My bad, I do have one more restock, and it is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist eyeshadow primer. I've been out of this for way too long, and it is my favorite. I needed it back in my collection. I got the Too Faced Lip Injections Extreme Lip Shaper. Here's what it looks like, and I got it in the shade Puffy Nude. I also got a NARS lipstick that I've had my eye on for a while. This is their new Afterglow Sensual Shine lipstick. Here's what it looks like, and I got mine in the shade Devotion. Now the last two products are 100% Britt Clark's fault, okay? I was not planning to get these, but she was talking about them yesterday on her live video, and I just could not help myself when I saw them in the store today, because I know she and I have very similar tastes in a lot of things, and she swears by both of these, and so I'm super pumped to try them, and I think I'm going to hopefully really love them. The first one is one that I already have one of, so I know that the formula is great, but I just didn't have this shade, and that is the Westman Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlighter in the shade Peau de Rose. So I have Peau de Peach, and that one can sometimes be a little bit too dark for my skin tone. This is the lightest shade. It has a nice pink undertone to it, and so I know that I already love that formula, so I will probably love this shade of it even more than the one I have already. By the way, this product specifically from Westman Atelier has the most luxurious packaging out of everything in my collection. This feels like a stone. This is so heavy it could be weaponized, okay? Here is the shade Peau de Rose. I cannot wait to put this on my cheeks. And then the next product that was highly recommended by Britt that I just had to have was this powder here from Givenchy. This is the Prisme Libre powder, and it is in the shade number 3, which is the rose shade. I figured I love that rose tone of powder from Laura Mercier so much, this would be the right tone for me to get, and I'm super excited about this one because I touched it in the store and I don't think I've ever felt a thinner powder. And since it came highly recommended by Britt, I just know I'm going to love this. Okay, so almost $500 later, that was it, and this isn't even everything I got from the Sephora sale because I did place an order last night as well. As I said, I am a clown. Anyways, let's get started trying these products. First things first, let's try the dry shampoo because I need it. I see you judging my creasy hair, stop that. Alright, I'm gonna stop there because I can always add more, and I'm just going to judge it. I feel like I put on a lot and it didn't give me any white cast at all, so already I'm impressed by that. A little more because I feel like we were getting somewhere there. Okay. Honestly, compared to what I had going on before, I would say that is pretty freaking fabulous. It did take quite a bit of the product, I think, to get it to look this nice, but my hair was very greasy, admittedly, so I really like it. And if you're a brunette like me, excuse me, if you're a brunette like me, I highly recommend that you get your hands on this. I had heard that it didn't leave any white cast, but you know, a lot of them claim that, and it's not necessarily the truth. And I did not have a white cast at all at any point throughout this application, yet my hair is now not greasy anymore and it's got a nice amount of volume to it. I'm actually pretty impressed with this. I put my hair back up because I don't want it on my face while I'm doing my makeup, and I washed my hands. So let's get started with this makeup, and the first thing I'm going to use is of course my Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas that I restocked on. I am so excited to have this one back. This primer is just so good at blurring your pores, and I love that it blurs your pores without making you look matte. It has a really nice natural finish to it. I got a little bit more for the center of my forehead. Now that the primer is on, I am dying to try this Very Valentino foundation. Like I said, I got mine in 1 and 3, and I'm just going to go for 3 pumps. We'll see how we do with those. It's pretty liquidy, as you can see, and I'm going to apply it with my REPHR sponge. This one is new on the REPHR website right now, and you can get it for only $2 the first time because they're trying to collect feedback to see how much people like it or not. You have been seeing me use this sponge for months now on my channel, and I really like it. My favorite thing about it is that compared to other makeup sponges, it doesn't absorb as much of the makeup as a lot of other sponges do. So I like it, I recommend it, and for $2 it is an absolute steal. Okay, so these are the 3 pumps of that Valentino foundation applied, which by the way, the texture of it is amazing. And I love this color for me. I am going to do a 4th pump on my forehead in a second. I had a feeling I was going to really like this foundation, and I have to say, I love it. I'm trying to find my little remote thing to lower the light so you can see it with the light down. Hold on. Alright, I lowered the light. Take a look right there. Look at how good that texture is on my skin. My pores? Where? You don't see them. I don't see them either. It looks nice and radiant. It covers all of my redness. This reminds me a lot of the texture of my favorite concealer in the world, which we all know is the YSL Full Cover Concealer. This is like the YSL Full Cover Concealer in foundation. I really, really like it so far. Let's cover up these under eyes with the Charlotte Tilbury Color Corrector, and I'm using my REPHR number 36 brush. This is one of my most recommended brushes that you get during the REPHR brush sale because it is perfection for under eye products. I just love tapping my color corrector on with this one, and I also love to use it for eyeshadow primer because it's an amazing brush for creams or liquids on the eyelids. Color corrector is on, and I'm going to use my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer next, since I was talking about eyeshadow primer. I'm so happy to have this eyeshadow primer back in my collection, and I'm blending it out with my REPHR number 36 brush. Time for my YSL concealer in number 2. I'm just feathering it on my face. Maybe I should have gone for the Valentino foundation in LN4 rather than LN3 because it is looking lighter than my concealer. And I'm just blending in that concealer with my sponge. That actually looks really good. I'm elated about this next product I'm going to try, which is my Givenchy powder. Oh, it has a little puff. It's so cute. Should we try the puff? I think I'm going to do one of those, and I am going to try the puff. I'm just patting it everywhere. I'm doing half my face to see the difference, and my pores were already non-existing from this Valentino foundation. This powder, by the way, is extremely lightweight. It doesn't even feel like I'm putting anything on my face. I'm impressed so far. I lowered the light again. We can clearly see that this is the side that doesn't have powder because it still looks nice and glowy. And then this side looks a bit more matte now, but as far as like the pores are concerned, we could already barely see any pores on my face. But you know that glow reflects your skin's texture, right? Well, there's no glow on this side, and there's also not a drop of skin texture. I'm so impressed. Look at how blurred my face looks. Oh, I knew this was going to be a good haul. I just knew that throwing my budget out the window this time was going to be worth it. I had a good feeling about these products. I'm beyond impressed so far. So let me make myself even. Using the puff was fun, but you guys know I'm a brush person, so I'm going to use my REPHR number 18 brush to continue on this side. And I'm just going to pat the powder on my face. And it is, of course, looking just as incredible with the brush. By the way, the REPHR number 18 is my favorite for setting underneath my eyes because it just fits right there very perfectly. I have to go get the next product downstairs real quick because I'm going to include it in this video. Hold on. We're trying the Pat McGrath bronzers in this video. I got mine from the Pat McGrath website, but they are now available at Sephora. So if you want to get them 20% off, feel free to do so. I got the shades Naked Desire and Nude Honey. So I'm gonna try them and see which one I like better. For some reason, it took forever for me to get these from the Pat McGrath website this time around, so I don't think I'm going to make a video on them individually anymore. And so I'm just going to include them in this video, and then I'll talk about them in my video of whenever the quad gets here. Anyways, this one is Nude Honey, which is the one that I think I'm going to like the most because it's got a cool tone to it. And Naked Desire, which I think might be a little bit too light for me. My favorite bronzer brush, the REPHR number 5. I also love it for blush, so I would suggest you get 2. One for bronzer, one for blush. That's what I have, and I absolutely love it because this is the perfect shape and size for both bronzer and blush. I'm going to try Naked Desire just because I have it, and why not? But like I said, I'm already thinking it's going to be a bit too light for me. So I'm going to add it to this side of my face. and just blend it around the forehead. This color is going to be fantastic for anyone who's a little lighter than me, because as you can see, it builds up even on my skin tone, which I think is really nice. And then the other thing to keep into account is that it's not a yellow looking bronzer. It's not too warm. It actually looks kind of cool toned as well. So I feel like if you have fair skin, you're going to love this shade. I thought it was going to be so light that it wasn't going to show up much on me at all, but I actually like it. It does look very natural on me. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I like a little depth to my bronzer. However, it definitely shows up. You can see it and it looks very, very natural. So now I'm going to try Naked Honey on the other side. As I said, I think this is the color I'm going to like most. It is a bit more cool toned and it builds up a lot faster than that one for sure. And I'm just stamping and swiping on my cheeks. Yes, I do like this one better. These bronzers have a really nice natural finish and I feel like they're very user-friendly because they start off really light and then the more you apply, the darker they get, which is really good if you're not an experienced makeup person because you'll know exactly when to stop. It won't be too late. Alright, so take a look right here. Naked Desire versus Nude Honey. I actually really like them both. I like Naked Desire more than I thought I would, and I like Nude Honey less than I thought I would, because I thought it was going to be even more cool tone than this, and it is more on the neutral side, I would say. Not mad at either shade. I actually do like them both. Is this the best bronzer I've ever tried? Not really, but it is very user-friendly. I like the way that it starts very light and then it builds up to have a bit more intensity to it. I'm going to do a little bit of Nude Honey on this side just to even myself out. Bronzer on, and it is time for my Gucci blush. I'm so excited to have another one of these in my collection because I'm obsessed. I was so close to buying this blush in number 5. It was between this color, which is number 3, and number 5, because number 5 is one of those nude blushes that don't look like blushes. They look like a bronzer with a rose tone on the cheek, kind of. The blush for people who don't like blush, that is number 5 if you're interested. But I ended up with this one because I have been more accepting towards blush this past couple of years. And I do like a bit of a flush nowadays. My favorite thing about these Gucci blushes is the finish and the texture of them. They just kind of look blurred and flushed and soft and girly all at the same time. Also very user-friendly because they start off really soft as well, and then you can build them up to your desired liking. With whatever's left on my brush, I'm adding a bit more to my temples and my forehead. Did I get carried away? Let's go on with my last cheek product, which is this beauty right here from Westman Atelier. And I think I'm going to apply it with my finger. We'll see. It definitely looks really, really pretty. I really love the way this highlighter applied with my fingers. And even though it's a pretty shiny highlighter, my favorite thing about it is that it doesn't enhance your texture because it is a cream, yet you have a little bling on your cheek. Which I knew because, like I said, this is my second one of these. But the color Peau de Rose for me is better than Peau de Peach because it shows up on my cheek a little more. So I love it. And it is time to do our eyes next. Just take a look at this cute little thing right here. If you want to see my review on this one and a really nice intense smoky eye with it, definitely check out the video I made on this one already. But today I'm going to try to create a lighter, softer smoky eye with it. First things first, the REPHR number 15 brush, which I absolutely love, and this shade up here, and I'm going to go on my crease with it and just build some depth on my crease back and forth with my REPHR number 15 brush. The REPHR number 15 brush is the best blending brush in my opinion. It just diffuses everything in an instant and I love it. Switching to another one of my favorite blending brushes, the REPHR number 1, and this darker shade back here. And even though these shades are quite dark and smoky, I'm going to try to soften them the most I can because I don't want a super dark look today. We'll see how that goes. With my REPHR number 28, which is my favorite flat brush, I'm going to grab the lightest shimmer shade and I'm going to add it to my eyelid, starting on the inner corner and patting it in. And I'm adding it all the way to the center of my eyelid, and back with a teeny tiny bit of my matte shades, I'm blending it back here. To blend it, I'm just going poop, poop, tap it, and then pat it where the shimmer meets with the mattes. I'm using my REPHR number 3 now with this shade, and I'm going to darken up my lash line down here on the outer third of my under eye, and then the other matte shade on a REPHR number 13, and we are going to smoke it all the way in. I'm back, and I did half wings off camera because I needed concentration. Of course, I use my 24/7 liquid liner from Urban Decay, which I have been loving because it gives me a lot of precision and control. And then for mascara, I applied the YSL Lash Clash Mascara. Under my eyes, I'm going to do my glossier eyeliner in the shade Frame, which is their brown color. And so I'm just going to line my waterline with this one. And I'm just going to do mascara on my bottom lashes real quick. I'm loving the way everything is looking. Time for the lip liner. I don't love that it comes out super chunky like this. I wish there was a tip to this, but we'll see. I also don't know how a lip liner is going to be plumping, but I guess we'll trust the process. The shade Puff Nude is really pretty, and I'm filling it in just a little bit. I actually feel the tingle. They did actually make a plumping lip liner. Very interesting. It has the same type of tingle as the Lip Injections gloss, except it doesn't feel as bad, at least not yet, because I didn't put as much product as I do when I use a lip gloss. But I do feel a slight burning sensation around the perimeters of my lips, and I cannot tell you that I'm enjoying it, but we'll let it do its thing, see if I am happy with the plump. And in the meantime, let's try out the lipstick. I'm very excited for this NARS lipstick because I feel like it's going to be juicy and creamy and balmy. So let's see. The shade, like I said, is Devotion. It already looks juicy. I like it. Okay, yes, I love the way this lipstick looks. So the makeup is fully finished. Remember, if you're interested in any of these products, to please shop using the links I'm leaving you down in the description box. And the outro of this video is going to be very simple because the products I restocked on, of course, I already know that I love and I highly recommend them. And then every single new product that I tried today was bomb. And based on how absolutely flawless my skin looks right now, I highly recommend it. Not a fan of the burning sensation of this lip liner, but other than that, everything else was a 10 out of 10, just magnificent. I'm absolutely loving the way everything looks. If you guys like this video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. If you're new to my channel, please don't leave without subscribing. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.